Perfect. So, the technology, right? I mean, it is what it is. So, how are you today? Welcome back.
I am doing well today. Thank you for having me on your show again, Dan. How are you?
Thank you for accepting. Thank you for accepting. I'm doing fantastic. I mean, what better way, to have a cool afternoon with chatting with someone as bad as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So welcome back. Before we start, you know what I have to do. I need to give you a proper welcome, proper intro for someone as talented as you. So, you know what's gonna happen. So. Love it. Epic, right? There you go. I mean, at some point we're gonna have live audience, but we're still working on it. We're still hustling, so we'll see what happens later. But in the meantime, to welcome back, and tell me, like, what is new since our last chat, which was starting this year, right? It happened in January, I think.
Yeah, we talked in January. We talked the very first thing at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you were actually the first one I interviewed starting 2022. How cool.
Yeah, and then since then I did release another project. It was another album. So we talked about maybe discussing that because it was a whole new idea of my music. It's not quite the same as my other projects in terms of genre or theme.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is amazing, by the way. And now that things are starting, to getting back to normal here and there, how has been that process for you?
The writing process?
Like in general, I mean, now that everything is getting back to normal, that you can go to places now and stuff like that, how's that thing working for you?
Oh, I guess, could you ask me the question a different way? How is what working for me?
Oh, yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. So what I'm trying to say here is that how are things for you now that everything is getting back to normal for the whole lockdown and, pandemic and stuff like that?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to understand clearly.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. I love being able to work on projects a little more freely, and live music is back more.
Yeah.
And I like to study music by going to concerts and enjoying other bands and seeing, what do I like as an audience member? What do I want to bring to a concert experience? So I'm finally starting to plan some live shows again, which is exciting, fun to look forward to.
I love it. And starting with your new EP, which is called Midwest. Tell me, where the idea to create that came from? How did you got inspired to create that new EP?
So I was just thinking with the play on words of the wild Midwest, like the Wild West, and then I've spent some time now growing up in the Midwest, and it seemed like a clash of cultures, and it's kind of my heritage. My dad is from Michigan, and my mom grew up on the West Coast in Arizona, and I have a lot of family from Nebraska. So for me, the wild Midwest was like this, old Western fairy tale kind of thing I've been told, like Big Rock Candy Mountain songs mixed with the farm culture of the Midwest, and then the spontaneity of there being a huge city in Columbus or Cincinnati or Dayton, and spending time in urban areas as well. So it's really a reflection on all of those different things coming together.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's cool. And from songs like Waters to I Didn't Bring a Gun to Unknown, tell me, from this EP, what are some of your favorite ones?
this EP is short, so I feel like each song was pretty intentional, and I like a specific part of each one very much. I'm very proud of the whole project. I really love the song Waters. I'm very happy. It was my first song ever added to a Spotify curated playlist. So that felt like a huge accomplishment as a musician on streaming platforms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I felt happy to be able to show, you know, how talented the people I'm working with are, and like their production deserves to be showcased on such a platform.
I agree. And it's so interesting because, for example, like it is really cool whenever you will see your stuff on streaming platforms. It's cool. I mean, even though they're not. I mean, for example, it happens to me that I do love to see that they're like on streaming platform. I'm like, yes, that looks so cool. Even though that, you know, I mean, I'm still working on growing, but either way, it's really cool whenever you see them be like, that's cool, you know.
Yeah, because you're sharing it officially.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like another cool thing here is that one of your songs from the first episode we did, one of your songs, I just keep singing it or even like humming it or whistling. You know, it is so fun. It is so cool that one of your particular songs actually happened. That even to this day, that whenever I will do something or whatever, I will just like whistling it because it is really catchy. And that is like one of the things that I do love, specifically with your music, that is kind of unique. You know, and like every new song is somehow is different. You know, and has like a different approach, which it is totally cool. So.
Yeah, they definitely come to me in different ways.
Oh, yeah.
And I enjoy the process of creating, whether it's something that just came to me or, you know, I had a topic in mind that I was like, oh, I want a song to say this. How do I make it say this? And sometimes, you know, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I have a whole song in my head.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. And speaking about process, what are some of the things that you like the most when you were, you know, like in this process of creating a song?
Well, this album was fun because I wrote all of it at home and then I brought it into the studio and I worked with Dre Manuel for production in Dayton. And it was so fun because we just went in, chopped vocals for 90 minutes. It was all 5 songs and then pieced out.
Yeah.
And then seeing the magic of it all coming together, you know, through emails and texts over a couple of months. That was a really fun experience, and getting to see it go from, you know, 5 pieces of paper that I had on me, and in such a short recording session, being able to get the whole thing done, it was really amazing.
Yeah, I do agree on that. And what do you think, or like, what advice, you know, could you give to those who are like in this process of creating their own music? Like, what can you say to them who are thinking of like creating their own stuff?
Sure. So, I guess I would share what someone shared with me. I was lucky enough to know the person who did Things Organized Neatly. Do you happen to know that thread of images?
What do you mean? Like,
it's a brand, or I don't know if it's considered a brand or a title of works, but this guy started this thing called Things Organized Neatly, and he did a whole bunch of advertisement campaigns and photos.
Yeah.
They're basically pictures from an aerial view with all these different things laid out very neatly. And it was really popular. I think he won a Juno Award, you know, on the internet. I talked to him one time and I asked him for advice. And I just, with, you know, sharing creative things and starting to share creative things. And he said the best advice he could give me is to put it out there, you know, like if I want to make idea is real, and if I want to do it for a living, and if I want to be sharing with people, then I have to share it with people, you know?
Absolutely.
If you want people to see your work, and you don't have to want people to see your work, but if you're creating and wanting to get started in this field, just put it out there, because someone will connect. Yeah.
But I do think that what might happen at the same time is that we are, I mean, and I have talking about this in some of the episodes also as well, but the fact that we are used, I mean, that right now we are kind of getting used to getting things like this, you know, that the word process, or the word that it's gonna take some time for you to, you know, to get to a point that you want. It takes time. I do believe that because of that is causing at the same time a lot of people to feel discouraged, you know, because they already got used to get everything like this, you know, and
patience is a virtue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like the quote, overnight success takes 10 years.
Totally. Yeah, I do agree with that. And like, what are some of the things that we can expect from you in the future? Now, we have seen on your on your Instagram page that you have been doing more stuff here and there. That you're painting also, which is really cool. That you're also showing cool stuff here and there. But like, what are some of the things that we can expect from you in the future?
So I have a couple of films that I'm working on coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. They are listed on my IMDb page if you're interested in following those. Some of them I'm lucky enough to have music in, which is cool. So that's related. Yeah, I feel very grateful that I've been able to combine film and music.
I like it.
Yeah, and then more paintings. I'm always painting. I am actually heading to New York this week to show some paintings.
How cool.
Yeah, I am excited. It will be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be cool. That's really amazing. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan? Where's the show going next?
Well, so check this out. So around like 2 months, no, like a month ago. Yeah, like a month ago, I was starting to getting frustrated because one, for the amount that I still have left that I need to upload, which is, I mean, it's not that much now, but at that month it was a lot. So there was a moment in which I was thinking, like, you know what, this is ridiculous. This is getting like too much for me, and I just can't have. And also the fact that besides that I'm working on this, I'm also having like my temporary job that pays bills, and also at the same time I'm finally being able to come back to school. So I am also trying to get a degree finally. So all of those stuff, and also, you know, with other stuff that I'm working on, was like crazy. So after I took like 1 or 2 weeks in which I didn't do anything. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna disconnect. I need to kind of regroup myself to know exactly where I want to go with everything, right? So with the platform, one of the things here that I decided was like, okay, I need to continue to make this happen, because it took me a lot to create it, you know. So I would feel bad to just, you know, like throw it away to move to something else. So I was like, I'm just gonna continue working with this, but trying to add like more stuff, you know. For example, movie reviews. One of the things that I'm working on also is to have the chance to watch like more indie films here and there, or short films, and being able to being able to promote them, to kind of spread the word that there is like more films that we don't even know about, you know what I mean? So stuff like that, adding some music as well. I'm starting to get back into the whole DJ thing, so I'm gonna add that as well. Gameplays, I've been adding gameplays now, 2 episodes now, but I'm also working on that. So what I want to do now is to add like more stuff on Chat with Dan, and to make it more into like to have like more things to offer. You know what I mean? Of course that the regular interviews will continue. I mean, that's kind of the signature, let's say. But yeah, like adding more stuff, you know, like adding more stuff that I like, that I want to show, But yeah, but I understand that that is like, and that is what happened to me. That I was telling you before, that uh, at at a point I was kind of I was acting like I've been working this already for, for almost a year now, and the results are just barely just going. So I was getting frustrated. But that's the thing. I mean, that's a part of the process here, that you need to work hard, and you need to also push yourself. And I think also that is kind of the at the same time, I think that when you do that, then that means that you really actually like something, instead of just saying it, and that's in which I think that is also helping you at the same time, which can make you decide what is the right path for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was my,
you have to go through the journey to figure out where you're going.
Yeah, which is a pain. It is pain, and also it is fun, and at the same time, in a couple of months, in July, I'm gonna turn 30. So I'm starting to be like, okay, I need to find, like this existential crisis, that I'm like, okay, where am I going? Where's the plan? I need to find like a place in which I can just continue creating my own road, which is which is funny enough, is this platform. So I mean, there's still a lot of things that I'm currently learning as well. So yeah, it's a process, and I understand it. But I think that the main thing is for you to enjoy that process. Otherwise, it's gonna be it's gonna be horrible. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is where Chat with Dan goes, and hopefully for next year, I'm gonna be able to move to another country, and to be able to work there, and to find more stuff to do on the platform with me on it, or like more videos, stuff like that. So I'm still working on that as well, and but at the moment, my main focus is release all the content that it hasn't been uploaded yet, and then once I'm done with that, then yes, working into other stuff. I do have also an IMDb page, so I need to work on that as well. So yeah, you know how it goes. So.
Right. Lots to
Fun time. Yeah, absolutely. But like one of the things here that I do, as I was saying before, from one of the things that I do enjoy about your career is how how sporadic and how cool it is. You know what I mean? Like with your music, for example, as I was saying, the fact that you are like putting so many tunes here and there, and like the lyrics are cool, and the fact that you're just doing it because you like it, and it's so interesting that as simple as it sounds, I do understand that for people it takes years or even decades to kind of understand where to go, or the things that what they can do in order to move on, because that's what they love them. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're doing it now, it is super inspiring, and you're actually making it happen, that your music is out there. That is really cool. So
thank you.
Yeah, and I also want to thank those who are watching this right now, either later here on Instagram, or on YouTube, or listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Make sure that you're following Libby. Normally, what I would say is for you to follow her, but if you already do, fantastic. We're gonna make her. What we're gonna do right now is that we're gonna make her viral. Let's make sure everybody listens to all of her epic music, because it is epic. It is really cool, and it's everywhere. I mean, what else can we expect? After this, I'm gonna definitely listen to a couple of songs while I'm working, because it's cool and it's fresh. So.
Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate.
Yeah, thank you.
Remarks.
Absolutely. Keep killing it. Keep being this amazing super person you always are. Remember that what you're doing, it is super inspiring. Besides me, and for everybody who loves you and support you. And before I send you off, you know what I need to do. So it's
Thank you for hosting such a great show.
Yeah, thank you again for being here, and I'll definitely look forward to see you soon, and to talk about your upcoming films.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to share about the Wild Midwest album. It was a really special one to make, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it on the description on YouTube and on Spotify, so they can check it. So link in the description. That's so cool. And I'll see you in the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
bye.